Guys, welcome back to another episode of the Pierce's Wildlife Podcast.
Welcome, welcome.
We got Coleman on tonight.
What's up, guys?
Good to see you, Coleman.
A little sick.
Yeah.
Might sound a little weird. I don't know what it is about podcasting being a little stuffy, but I'm here.
It's just part of it.
Just got a really deep voice.
Yeah. You know, it's funny. I had a couple weeks ago, I had like that little stuffiness going on, and you just sound so different when it comes to talking.
It is, yeah.
On the mic, because it picks that up even better.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's the worst. You get on the phone and people are like, "Are you good?"
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm just
especially when you're talking to them in the person, they're like,
yeah, I got a lot of that going on. A lot of mucus, a lot of
yeah,
but I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
Man, it's funny you came back on this episode because I was gonna tell y'all a funny story, and it just lined up.
Okay.
So, you remember one of the last episodes you were on? We talked about the bear that you saw.
Yeah, black bear.
Yep. I'm about to blow y'all's mind. One of my buddies sent me a picture the other day from his trail cam. He was like, "What do you think this is?" And it was just the top of the animal. And I was like, I don't know. Send me another picture of that same area. Let me try and get a reference. And he sent me a picture of a deer. And I was like, I don't know, dude. That's a big animal. Well, I told him to request video. He did. Or maybe he just requested video and sent it to me. A black bear.
It was a black bear.
But now here's what's wild. Let me tell you where this video was taken.
That's what that was my next question.
Here's the fun part.
Okay.
And I got to tell Pastor Glenn and Alvin tomorrow, because it was off of that big track that my buddy hunts off Morgan Mill Road.
Oh, wow.
Right there in downtown, right off downtown Brooks.
Wow.
Dang. I ain't heard of any of them over there.
Mm-mm.
I got it on video.
No, man, that ain't far from here at all.
And like what blows my mind, and I'm going to specifically make sure I tell them this tomorrow, but like their boys in Flint are always in them woods.
Out there playing.
Always.
Mm-hmm. So what about, you got the picture? I'd like to see it.
Yeah, I got the picture. I got the video. I was going to post it to the YouTube and link it to this so people could look at it, because it's wild.
Yeah, like that one, that property that we hunt was in Indian Springs. So it's like Jackson, Butts County. And when I saw it, it was, in a thermal, you can see it clearly. You're like, that's not a pig.
Right.
And then it stood up on its back, on its legs, stood up. I'm like, okay, I know what it is now.
Mm.
So I'm calling the sheriff of Butts County because I know him through my buddy.
Right.
My buddy's his son-in-law. I'm like, do I kill it? What am I supposed to do? And he's like, no, don't shoot it. You can't. I don't know any regulations on them because I've never seen them.
Yeah. But it's wild. So I'll edit this little part out.
It's not something we normally hunt,
but
so
this
you
is
don't,
right. He
we
said they
don't
have,
know
like,
the rules and
trackers
laws.
on
And yeah.
Watch.
Oh, my words.
No, I'm out.
Look how big that bear is to that
Look at
camera.
the
Close
hair
to
on
the
that
camera.
thing, dude. He's rubbing.
Is he
The
rubbing
camera.
Watch.
tree?
Look at it.
Oh my goodness.
Hey,
And
cameras don't lie.
And I might not edit this out because
That's-
that reaction is crazy.
That could be a pig. I'm just...
No.
That thing's like 4 feet tall.
They call large bass pigs. Could that be? He's a pig.
And like when he first sent me the picture, he just sent me a picture, and I was like, "This is all I got," and I'll post that too. But like,
Wow.
when I first saw this, I'm like, maybe a cougar, because like,
yeah,
the way that
like,
looks.
picture looks like it could be somebody like holding up a teddy bear.
right,
and
like
messing with you.
It don't look legit.
Yeah, this is for real, right?
Oh yeah, 100%.
That look at the video.
Oh, I said
There
no.
ain't
I
no lying
see the
about
bear.
that.
I'm saying this
That's
is not
a full
some
grown bear.
video somebody sent you. That's
No,
okay.
this is right down the road, Morgan Mill Road,
Morgan Mill Road. Wow.
in Brooks.
Has he
I'm
has he
going-
reported it to the game warden?
I don't think so.
I think that needs to be done.
I don't know.
I think he probably needs to report it to somebody because they're keeping track of them. Like when we saw that one in Indian Springs, the sheriff said, "Don't do anything with it. Don't shoot it. Definitely don't shoot it." I was being dumb. I didn't know, but I was just asking him, like, "What do we do?" It's in Butts County,
Run.
and he's like,
Yeah.
a lot of them have ankle monitors on them. Some of them do. He's like, so
okay.
don't even mess with it. And I'm like,
Could you imagine just shooting that thing and having to
I
walk
couldn't
around?
even imagine walking around through it. Now I'm gonna be like, and that's
No.
actually not far down the Flint River here from us.
if
I
that's
know.
on my property, I'm going in double wielding pistols while I walk
Like
into the
that's
stand.
that's
Yeah,
kind of where I'm
exactly.
at. Like if this is on my property, I'm calling Georgia DNR, and I'm like, listen, you're going to come remove this thing because I want to be able to, my boys to be able to play in the woods.
Well, it's also just like walking to your stand. I've been scared my whole life, and if you're not, you're a liar.
You're lying. 100%.
If you're not scared walking to this, especially bow
In the
season,
morning.
something. Yeah.
In the morning,
right.
specifically.
Or walking out at night sometimes.
Late
the
at night.
mornings are like, to me, I'm like,
you're going in there fresh.
yeah.
And if you're bow hunting, like I always carry a pistol with me when I'm bow hunting.
That's right.
Most people do. But the times that you don't have it, like I've had some situations in South Georgia when I was in college hunting, no pistol, just carrying my bow, moseying on through this property. And it was all pigs, which at the time I knew it was pigs, but you're still freaked out. So I'm walking down a
pig
trail
will get you, dude.
and they start running back and forth across the trail behind me and in front of me. And I'm just standing there with a bow. I'm like,
what do I do?
yeah, there's no trees to climb up into. There's nothing. There's no way to escape.
Right.
It's sketchy.
It is sketchy.
I'll get scared anywhere, though.
I don't know if I ever told the story on the podcast, but one time when I was walking out of my deer stand at night, I was walking through the orchard. It's like a 200-yard walk. I'm walking out of my stand through the orchard, and I keep seeing eyes to my right when I'm walking out of the stand and walking through the field. And as I'm coming to the head of the orchard where you walk through just one little gap that's no wider than 10 feet, I'm getting to that head, and that them eyes are getting closer to me as I'm walking out. And so I'm like, dude, I don't want this thing running up to me, so I'm going to turn my headlamp on, and we're going to meet each other. We're going to duel this thing out. We're going to figure it out. I get over to it, dude. It was a full-grown bobcat, and I shot it with my pistol from me to you away.
So that's why you carry a pistol.
That's why you carry a pistol.
I've been in the same scenario with a coyote just running in the field. I'm like, oh, look, coyote. And then it's running, and then it starts running towards me. I'm like, okay, it'll turn. You know, it doesn't even know I'm here. And it keeps coming and keeps coming and keeps coming. And I to the point where all I had was my bow. I grabbed my bow like a baseball bat. And I'm like, that's all I have.
I get it.
And I'm not going to outrun it.
No.
And so it gets about 20 yards. If I was being dramatic, I would say 10 yards, but about 20 yards away from me and just darts the other way. I'm like, oh my God. And ever since then, I won't go without a pistol.
I don't.
You know, the funny thing is you told me that story before. And I was walking out last night behind you because you rode out on the bicycle, and I come walking down through there, and I was thinking about that. And as soon as I got to the little 10-foot opening there, I walked on in, and I heard something rustle to the left of me, and I turned to look, and I had my flashlight. It was an armadillo.
Those will get you.
They'll get you.
Well, the thing is like you've seen deer, when you kill a deer, how quick, like you talked about on here, how quick a coyote can get to that deer. Mm-hmm. They can smell you. I don't know if that's something that they're attracted to, like coming towards, or a bobcat or anything, but I'm not walking through the woods in the dark without the brightest headlamp in the world and a pistol.
And a pistol.
So I found this website the other day called, I think it's IWD or something like that, holsters, and it's a chest holster.
Oh, I've seen those. Yeah,
dude, those things are so cool. I bought one for my Shadow Systems pistol because I'm like, I don't like it on my side here, and you can put that thing up under your bino pack, and then you have everything you need right there.
Yeah, I like that.
And
you have to tell me how it works.
So I'm the only one who just carries their gun in their hand on the way to the stand in the morning.
Apparently,
I go bow left hand, pistol right hand, and I have a light on my pistol, and I just
there you go.
I march in there, dude. As soon as I get to the tree, pistol in the backpack, up the tree as fast as I can.
Okay,
I get sketched out, dude.
Dude, I have been there, so I get it. I don't do that every time, but there are some mornings specific, like afternoons don't do it to me, but mornings specifically. There's nothing creepier than a walk-in the morning. There's no, it's not.
You hear a strange
sound.
And
you hear a noise.
Yeah.
And then you have those situations like, I'm not one of those, what do they call them? Believers of Sasquatch, of Sasquatch. I don't know, but anyways.
Conspiracy Sasquatch people.
Like, I don't believe it, but
I'm
then
not worried about that.
Hear about the trees that are like bent over and crossed, and you're like, wait, how did that tree actually do that?
Okay, we're getting weeds here.
Yeah.
He's talking about something completely different than me. I'm talking about like coyotes and pigs and people. I don't know, maybe
people.
And a lot of the places I hunt there's people. There's houses, there's homeless people, there's all these suburban spots. So I'm just like, go as fast as I can, light on, blast through there, get up the tree, turn the light off, and let it chill for about 30 minutes, and then the sun comes up.
Yeah. I do love watching that sun come up, though.
Ain't nothing like it.
Dude, it's
It's
awesome.
the best.
Mm-hmm.
I was going through it a few weeks ago, right? Because I didn't hunt opening weekend. I filmed opening weekend. Finally got a chance to go by myself, and I needed it, dude. I saw one little spike, but just being out there,
Yeah.
quiet, just sitting there.
That practice hunt we're talking
Dude,
about.
that-
It
practice
was.
hunt.
Oh, it was, and it was that. It's on a new property. It's the first time I've ever sat in that stand,
Mm-hmm.
but it was therapeutic. It was.
It is.
It
very
is.
therapeutic. I didn't even want to get down. I mean, it
Yeah.
was like
I-
awesome.
When
Don't want it to end.
I know. When I killed that buck a couple weeks ago, and I told Eden I was going hunting this past weekend like 2 or 3 times, and then next week we were supposed to be going on a trip, but we're not. And I was like, I'm gonna probably hunt 2 or 3 days next week. And you know, the comment after that, probably from majority of wives that are hunting wives, like, well, you killed a buck. What are you going for?
Right. Right.
And I'm like, you don't understand. I could sit in that stand all day.
You say,
All
babe,
the
we
time.
get $2 and 10 does. What are you talking about?
$2 and 10 does.
Until I have 9 does and 1 buck killed.
Until all of my tags are filled.
I sat with Dad last night, and man, it was a great sit.
Mm-hmm.
And just right there at dark, we had one of the good 8-pointers come out, and he was just kind of browsing around. He should have came out about 20 minutes earlier, so we
Yeah,
could have
That
filmed
filmed
him.
good. Mm-hmm.
I
But-
think one common thing between the three of us that we probably take for granted is how blessed we are to have property that's close to our house
Right.
Mm-hmm.
that we can go any day.
Yeah.
Any day we can get done with our work.
Yeah.
And we can slip in there and hunt.
Right.
I mean, most people,
So-
even most of the guys I know, they hunt big leases in South
Right.
Georgia or somewhere where it's
Right.
hours away. I think I always take that for granted.
Right.
Oh, yeah,
Very
100%.
fortunate.
It's
very
so
fortunate.
amazing to be able to walk out my back door and
Right.
go sit in a deer stand and hunt and
Yep.
and in a good spot, not
Right.
like just a
Yeah.
Right. And it's funny you bring that up because me and Dad's had kind of that conversation. Like, you know, we've been in leases a lot our whole lives, and I learned a lot of it from my dad, obviously. Like, leases are never close. There's always drama.
lease culture.
It's lease
Yeah.
culture. And I realized, and from my dad, like, I realized I don't want to do a lease. I
Well,
want to have my own property that I can hunt whenever I want without asking questions.
And most people, the reason they do them is because it's the only thing that's affordable.
Right.
Getting any kind of ground, and even for me, I can't afford to go spend a ton of money on hunting. I have my spot at the house, but I've been just mine is my customers and
Yeah.
it's permission spots. So it's a bunch of small
Right.
properties that my customers, I just ask
That's
them
a
permission
blessing.
and get them.
Yep.
And usually what's funny is those, me and Curry were texting about it the other day, those small suburban customer backyard spots that are 7 acres, 6 acres is
Mhm.
usually where
Sweet
you see
spot.
the biggest deer.
Mhm.
And it's been proven with Seek One and those guys.
Yep.
I mean, he's killed a deer over 150 inches in the city of Atlanta for the last like 12 seasons in a row.
Right.
That's
It's
wild.
crazy with a bow.
Mhm. Yep.
It's insane.
It is.
But I think I just love being able to go as much as
Absolutely.
I can because a lot of my friends, they got to take a whole weekend to do it.
Right.
Where we could just break off work and run out there and go.
I had to do it for many years.
Oh, yeah. It's part of it too.
Mm-hmm.
It's wild. I just love it.
Speaking of Seek One and the suburban stuff, my brother-in-law Alex calls me probably 2 weeks ago on a Friday.
Old Snyder.
Old Snyder. He's been hunting a suburban spot. It's in a neighborhood. Like I'm talking about it on near Crescent Elementary, near the hospital, dude.
Holy
Like,
cow, dude.
in the city. And he's got giant deer on camera, which is like what we talked about.
Yep.
Those spots tend to always have big deer.
Yeah.
Well, they're going to find a place to
Oh,
go.
yeah.
They're
And
gonna
then
find a place.
they started feeding him behind that house, and he's got a setup. So he calls me and he shot one and couldn't find it, and he's a cheap ass, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
And I told him get a drone because you have so many property lines.
Right.
So you're
you
like
cannot bump a deer there.
right, or if you go look for it, you're trespassing.
Right.
So
Lay it
he
by
couldn't.
somebody's
He was
swing set.
very limited to where he can go. And I said, just get a drone and then figure out where it's at, and then you got to ask one person for permission instead of asking 10 people for permission.
Right.
Right.
And so he didn't do it, which I'm sure he regrets now. But I went back the next morning with him, and we ended up going house to house and getting permission in these backyards because we blood trailed it all the way to these backyards. and we had last blood, and it was kind of on a creek, so we were kind of staying in the creek to be where we're not trespassing. And we get up there and ask the first house, and the guy's like, "Oh yeah, sure, that's cool. Everything's good." So I'm like, "We got to go ask this other house before we walk over there." And Alex like, "Okay, I'll go up there." So he goes to the front door and asks this guy. He's like, "Yeah." He was kind of hesitant. Like, you could tell he had a problem with it, but he was kind of like, it's the right thing to do.
Right.
So he gives us permission to go in the backyard to look. So I'm back there. I have a safety vest on. I keep that in my truck for these scenarios because I don't want to get shot by someone who doesn't know what's going on.
Right.
And so I'm in the backyard looking around, and here comes the wife back from walking her dog in the neighborhood.
Oh, crap.
And she don't have any idea we have permission to be in their backyard.
Oh, no.
Because the husband's inside. And here she comes storming down the driveway, and I'm so far away I can't say anything, or like I would have to scream. So I just kind of wave at her, and we finally get close enough to talk, and Alex is like, "Hey ma'am, we went to the door and talked to your husband, and he gave us permission. We shot a deer, blah, blah, blah." He explains it. And her response is this. She just kind of looks at us, and we're just like, she goes, "Well, I'm an animal activist, and I don't appreciate anyone hunting anywhere near my property." And we're both just like silent for like 5 seconds. Like, what are you supposed to say to that?
What do you say to that? Right.
So then Alex goes, "Okay, well, sorry, but we're just trying to find this deer, trying to do the right thing, the ethical thing, and find it." She's like, "Oh, ethical. Oh." We're like, "Yeah." And she's like, "Well, thanks a lot." And then turns and walks inside. I was like,
wow.
Okay.
Well, so, I got like 25 questions.
So I wish that I had it on video because it was honestly
tell me
funny.
it wasn't in her backyard.
No, and we never found the deer.
Never found the deer.
Nope, never found
That was
the
one of
deer.
the questions.
Never found the
maybe
deer.
her dog
So
did.
what, the blood trail stopped, or y'all
Blood
were
trail-
like,
we-
I'm not
blood trail
asking
just-
anyone?
It trickled out and stopped kind of near that property where that lady was. And we searched we got there right at daylight and searched till probably 11 o'clock and had to get permission from like 4 different houses. We walked the inside of the creek probably
So he shot
half
it the
a
night
mile.
before.
Yeah,
He didn't bump it, like he left it laying.
somewhat.
Okay.
He left it laying for a little bit, and then went in and tried to find it and blood trail it.
Okay.
And then kind of had to back out because it got late, and you're like in people's backyards, and people are like, he watched people turn their lights off to go to sleep. So you don't really want to go knock on their door at 10 o'clock.
That's the only problem with suburban deer hunting.
Oh, dude, it's hard, bro.
You
That's why I told him, I said,
you better make a perfect shot.
if you do it
Really?
and you don't know, if you have any doubt, back out, get a drone,
You're right.
find it, and then you knock on one door.
Here was another
Jordan
question.
would- you don't have to
wouldn't have
knock
been
on-
the perfect
right.
solution for that.
And it's worth the money if it's a deer, especially like a buck like that.
Right.
It's
And
worth the money.
here was my next
Right.
question. Here was one of the next. Was it good?
Yeah.
What do you mean? Yeah.
The deer?
Yeah.
Yeah, 120-inch deer.
Okay.
Okay. Well, it
Yeah.
was worth calling Jordan.
Yeah,
I mean, at least from the pictures I've seen, at least 120.
But you weren't with him. You didn't film it.
No, but it was, 100% a shooter.
So
all
you didn't
all
get
of
to
us
see the
sitting at this
shot.
table probably would have shot this deer.
Okay.
And it was, and he said the shot was good, but he,
No video to show the shot, though.
nope.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, video and showing the shot. You learned that.
Well,
with me this year.
yes, but
I just told him, I'm like, look, and honestly, maybe it taught me a lesson, like, because all my spots this year are suburban, really suburban, and McDonough.
Yeah.
And I got good deer on camera. When I got here today, I told you that one daylighted
right.
as soon
There
as I
it
pulled up
is.
here to do
Absolutely.
the podcast. But now I know, like, call the drone guy.
Right.
Yep.
Even if you're convinced it's down across the property, if you know it's not on your property that you're hunting,
right,
call the drone guy.
right.
Get him to find it. You knock on one door.
Well, you heard about
No question.
my story.
Your recent one with the
Yeah.
drone?
So what?
Yeah.
I'm not going to tell the whole story again, but I'm just going to recap. The deer that I just shot, that buck that I just killed, I did not feel good about the shot. And when you watch that video, I don't know if you watched the video on
I haven't seen
YouTube.
it.
Like you would think that's the worst shot you've ever seen.
Yep.
But the way that the arrow is angled down and how tall you are in the tree and 20 yards, it was perfect.
So you thought you hit high?
I thought I shot over the backbone. I
Yeah.
thought I backstrapped this deer. No joke.
Yeah.
And Jordan even said the same thing. But I said, Jordan, come on. We're going to look because
Yeah, deer
I
like
don't-
that, you have to.
I don't want to chance that.
Right.
And so he comes out there, flies it. The deer is dead in 40 yards.
Well, let me ask you this. When you did that, did you say, dang, I regret spending that money?
No.
That's the kicker.
Absolutely
Right.
not.
So when you go call the drone guy, if it's 40 yards away or if it's 2 miles away, you're still going to come out with the same end result of
Right.
like, it was worth doing
It's
it the
worth the
right
call.
way
Right.
and being
It's worth
so
the call.
intrusive and go
Right.
marching through the woods all night.
And I've had that conversation with so many people this year. Like even my neighbor, like he shot one earlier in the season, like I think like opening weekend. And I was like, dude, you got to call Jordan. Like I'm not saying I'm saying Jordan because I have found he is good at what he does. He knows what he's doing.
He
Right.
definitely has studied.
And
It's
I-
just not fair to have the thermal drone. It's the easiest way. If you want to find your deer, call Jordan.
Yeah.
Call Jordan.
Don't go marching through the woods with a
No.
flashlight.
He can fly over and tell you where it's at.
Right. And even
Real
if
quick.
it's on its last leg, guess what? We can sit there and watch it die.
Right. And people can sit there and call you new school for it or call you
Whatever.
hipster for it. I don't
Whatever.
care.
I don't
Well,
even
They
care.
probably
if you
drive
go-
those tooted trucks.
Right.
Right.
If you go with him on a drone recovery and you
Yes.
watch it happen, you're like, this is the most ethical way you
Yeah,
can do
right.
this process.
But not just that. It's so much fun.
Right. That's
Oh,
what
yeah.
I was
Like
saying.
it adds a whole new excitement to deer hunting.
And you get to
videoed
meet
and
Jordan.
all
He's a
that.
super nice
Right.
guy, and he loves to tell his stories. And,
Yep.
and
and
honestly,
on top of all that, it's not expensive
no,
for what you're doing.
Yeah.
no,
If you want to recover a deer and you're going to go, how much are you going to pay to mount that deer?
right,
Right.
Is it worth it?
Right.
right.
It's definitely worth it.
So my neighbor, he shot one and he called the dogs, which ended up he changed his mind on that after I talked to him. But here's what's wild. And this is why you deal with somebody who knows what they're doing. Just like if you need tires, you go to the Hills Tire Store.
That's
Like
right.
you deal with people that you know what they're doing. Or
Well,
if you need body work, you go to Curry's. Or
Curry's,
if you
that's
need
right.
car.
Well, you can get the
Contract-
Tire South is good too. They're really
Oh
cheap.
my God. Honestly, you know
Welcome
what? They
back,
probably need
The
some work.
podcast is over.
They probably need some work. If y'all need to go see them, go ahead. Or you go to, if you need some contracting work, you probably call Bailey's Construction or something like that,
Payback.
or Moody Contracting. But my point is he called the other drone guy because he called Jordan and he said, hey, I got this situation, and Jordan's asking him these questions. And he was like, that deer's not dead. Well, guess what? He had another drone guy come out there, flew the drone, which is probably a good idea to fly it anyways. Like if you're willing to spend the money, have him come out and tell you, because Jordan will still take the money, even though he tells you that deer's not dead.
That's right.
You need to do it because he goes out there, that deer, the next drone guy finds him still alive. He's like, he'll be there the next morning. Well, my neighbor goes to get him the next morning. Guess what? He ain't there.
He's gone.
They're resilient, but the thing about it is it's an ethical thing. This is the right thing to do.
It is the right.
So
thing to do.
if you want to go march through the woods for 5 hours and wait till the next morning and your deer's spoiled and you can't use
Well,
the
the
meat,
drones don't
that's
run
where-
them off
that's
or
where it
nothing either.
hurts.
Absolutely.
And so the drone idea is just, to me, it's like, I mean, even if it was $700 or $500,
Right.
to me, there's no one out there hunting big deer, seriously hunting big deer, bow hunting especially,
right.
that is not already heavily invested in the hunting thing.
Yeah.
Correct.
So the couple $100 you spend on that, I think it's gonna be the new thing.
And now I understand there's
Well,
different.
it's about the harvest.
Right, 100%. Like, I understand there's different scenarios when it comes to people hunting. Like, if you're just out here shooting, a 2.5-year-old or a small 3.5-year-old or situations like that, and you're just happy with a decent buck or, a basket rack or whatever, however you want to call it, like that hunter might be hunting differently than like hunters like us. Like we are looking for big deer.
Right.
I would say a minimum of at least in this area 120, 125, and
Which is hard.
Yeah,
Which
I mean,
is really hard.
100%. And so in this area where we're hunting, like if we're shooting that quality of deer, I'm not even going to hesitate.
No, I got all my eggs in that basket.
Right.
Right.
At that point. And I'm not hating on my brother-in-law because his scenario was a little different with suburban. He kind of just ran out of time that night. But like during bow season, it's not cold enough to let a deer sit all night
No.
Right.
and be able to eat the meat.
Right.
So you're
It's
and
ruined.
that's
Mhm.
probably, I would say, at least for us, is probably 70% of the reason we're hunting.
Yeah.
is the meat.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, we might be trophy hunting a little bit, but the meat's a big deal.
It
Right.
is a big
well,
deal.
I mean, y'all
It's
were
about
here
the heart.
last year when we called
Right.
Jordan on a doe that I killed.
Yeah.
I want to eat the meat.
That was
It's
when
worth it.
Rambo went in and grabbed it and brought
it's
it
just,
out.
It's just doing your due diligence, really.
Right.
It
It's-
is
To
doing
me,
your
it
due
is. And I
diligence.
think it's going to
Absolutely.
be a big thing for hunting.
Oh,
the
yeah,
thermal
100%.
stuff, I think it's going to.
And I think the price is going to come down a lot.
I think so, too. More people that get into it.
Yep. Well, I mean,
the
you
price got
remember
to come down on drones, though, because
Right.
I've looked into those, and they are.
Well, remember when thermals first came out?
Right.
I mean, you couldn't buy a thermal for less than $3,000 to $5,000.
Right.
Well, you can buy AGM rattlers right now for $629
I
or
just
whatever.
bought a brand new one for $60.
Well, that's a different situation.
Wow.
For the people who listen very frequently, that we've talked about the boneyard.
Yep.
How you get on this deal and like you pretty much buy a raffle ticket,
Right.
whatever. Well, Coleman just won a dang. What's that going to worth? Probably
it's a AGM adder.
$4, $5, $6,000.
No, this scope's probably like closer to like the $3,000, $4,000 range.
Okay,
But for $60.
but for
It's
$60,
worth a try.
right?
A shot at it.
And I never win anything. I was just
I
like,
get it.
okay,
Well,
cool.
You did now.
Now
You know
I'm like
what's-
Curry, and I got these nice scopes, man. I used to have the cheap scopes. Now I'm like Curry, I got all this nice stuff.
Hey,
Oh.
you figure it out. You figure it out. There's ways. You just got to figure out how to do it.
Gotta steal them.
What's funny is you. I don't know if you've heard this episode or not, but you know I'm in the hunt vault. We've talked about that in the past. I told Dad and I told the episode a couple of weeks ago or whatever. I literally got another bog pod in one of my hunt vaults the
You're
other
the
week.
bog pod king.
It's a bug pod
Ever
man.
since that bog pod failed on me and broke my $3,000 scope, I literally have 6 bog pods now.
He probably has $3,000 worth of bugs.
I'll tell you this on that topic really quick. So I had that Coyote call. It's a cheaper version. It's not a Fox Pro, but it's a good one. The Icotech, I think is what it's
Oh,
called.
yeah, that's still a good one.
Yeah, it's a good call. So the other day, this is probably 2 weeks ago, I'm trying to go coyote hunting because I had a lady call me and said that they were killing all her chickens and ducks.
Mm.
So I'm like, I gave them a call. So I find my remote in the truck. Where's my call at, man? I'm sitting there thinking, like, when's the last time I hunted? Sometimes I'll just go sit behind the house in that field. I'll sit up against a hay bale or sit at my truck and just overlook the field. Dude, I left my call in this field for probably a week, and the farmer that cuts it for hay come in there and
My
bush
word.
hogged.
Are you serious?
I found it. I
No,
found
you
about
found
25 pieces
them.
of it just scattered out in the field, just microchips and plastic pieces.
Oh, my goodness. I thought you was going to tell me you went out there, hit the button, and it started working. You found it.
No,
Yeah, I know. That's
it
what
was
I was
gone.
thinking.
I was like, if it's out there, I should be able to just go grab it. And I'm sitting there looking at the field. I'm like,
Freshly
he
cut.
just cut it
Oh,
like yesterday.
It's dead.
Gone.
Wow.
Well, guys, we're going to have to cut this one off
Really?
Yep.
Already?
already.
Wow.
Do you
We-
want to talk about Taylor Swift's album or no?
Nah, probably not on this one. We'll go to the next one. Guys, we appreciate you guys listening. Don't
Absolutely.
forget to
Thank
like,
you.
share, follow, all that good stuff. And hey, it's that time of the year.
Yes, it is.
So don't forget, if it makes you wait, don't wait. If it
Oh,
makes you
no.
no.
Absolutely butchered it.
And don't forget, if it makes you shake, don't wait, don't hesitate. Shoot that thing.